Welcome to A4. That is anterior class number 4 for beginners. Today we're going to be working on, again, the front side of the body. We're going to be working with bands. We're going to be working with something heavy, which I'll introduce a new tool today. In my case, it's a sand kettlebell, but in your case, it could be a plate, a dumbbell, a kettlebell, something heavy you've got laying around. It could be anything. We're going to work with the suspension trainer, and yeah, we're going to work with all that stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start today with a warm-up that you've already seen, which is a toe touch with a reach for the sky. I love this one. It goes all the way back to like early physical culture, and it's a simple range of motion drill. So what we're going to do is hinge at the hips back. We're going to touch. We're going to reach up for the sky. But when I do this, I'm not keeping my legs perfectly straight. I'm driving my hips back so that I'm practicing a good hinge. So I'm going to hinge back, touch, bring it up my body, reach up for the sky, just like so. Today we're going to do 15 of those. So hinge back, 1, touch, reach for the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Very good. All right, now we're going to do side-to-side lunge, as we always do. I'm going to have my hands up. I'm going to bend my knee in that direction. I'm going to come up, and I'm going to bend my knee in the other direction. And we're going to do that for 10 repetitions on each side, starting in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to rock, 1, and rock. 1, rock, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6. You'll notice you can get lower as you go. 6 as your body warms up. 7, and this will be important because we're going to do some squats later. 7, and this will be helpful for warming up the ankles, knees, and hips. 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Very good. Now we're going to go ahead and switch to Shiko. So I'm going to have my knees flexed. I'm going to rock to one side, then I'll come back. Then I'm going to rock to the other side and come back, making sure I don't kick anything. So here we go, starting in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to rock, 1, rock, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Very good. All right, simple, easy, done. So now we're going to do banded overhead press. We did this one in the last one, and so what I'm going to do is go ahead and grab onto my red band. And I'm going to step on it under one foot, like so. I'm going to bring the arm up to the outside, and I'm going to press and come back down. Press and come back down. We're going to do that for 8 to 12 reps on both sides, starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. Switch. Other side. Starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. Take a little break. That's our first one done. 30 seconds off. You know, we talk about this a lot. But if you're going through these in a sequence, we're doing a couple different things here. We're building skill and we are maintaining our bodies. We're developing this health asset that we have. It's important when you're doing this that you gather that every day you show up and do the work, every day you get the 10,000 steps, every day you choose whole food over processed food, you're putting coins in the health jar. And that's really, really key. All right, we're going for number 2. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great. Switch. Other side. Starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Glutes are tight. 4. Core is tight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great job. All right, that's 2. Take a break. And so by putting those coins in the health jar, you know, they always say you don't have to have a reason to save money. You don't need to save for something. Just save. The reason will happen. It'll be retirement or a health crisis or a downturn in the economy or something. It's the same thing with your health. You don't need a reason to get into shape. You don't need a reason to be healthy. The reason will happen. So just do it. You don't need to know why. You just got to do it for your own benefit, to have your own back. Starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Switch. Other side. Starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. One of the reasons that I put together this program is to lower the barrier of resistance. You know, some people are not really into gym culture. Can't really say I blame you. I burned out on it a little bit myself. Some people don't have the time for the commute. Can't say I blame you. I don't really want to drive somewhere. I don't want to drive 30 minutes to do a 45-minute workout to drive 30 minutes home. That doesn't make sense. Or even if it's on the way from work or whatever, however you want to split it. If I don't have to commute, I'm not going to. So, and for me, because I've spent years as kind of an international nomad, you know, I like to be able to carry all my equipment with me. So we have simple tools. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great. Switch sides. Last one on the other side. Starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. All right, that is the end of our first exercise. So what we're going to need now is something heavy. One of my favorite tools that I picked up in my travels, and I carried around with me for a while until I got to Albania, was my sandbag kettlebell. So I know kettlebells are traditionally made with steel and all that, and I used to have a lot of them, but now I love this thing. You fill it with sand or gravel or whatever, and it just works. It's weight. What do we need? Weight. Weight is weight. Gravity is gravity. So grab something heavy that you can hold in front of you like this. So what we're going to be doing is something called a goblet squat. Now, normally if you're using a kettlebell, you would hold it by the horns. I'm going to actually hold this by the bag, like so. I'm going to have my elbows tucked in near my ribs. I'm going to have this just underneath my chin. And what I'm going to do is take a nice shoulder width stance. I'm going to sit my hips back and down until essentially my knees touch my elbows or just inside, my knees touch my elbows or my elbows are just inside my knees, and I'm going to come back up. And that is our basic goblet squat. Now, my goal here is not to look up. I want to keep my chin neutral, and I want to keep my back relatively straight and upright, just like so, and come back up. We're going to do 4 sets of 12. So bring this up, hold it in front of you. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you have no heavy thing, just do body weight. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So for me personally, and for this system, if you need weight, I highly recommend a sandbag kettlebell, particularly if you're mobile. If you're in the military, you're mobile. If you're a digital nomad, you're mobile. If you travel a lot for work, you're mobile. If you travel a lot for retirement, you're mobile. All you have to do is dump the sand out and go get more heavy stuff later. But these are cost effective. You buy it once. If they're built well, you'll have it forever. So don't worry about it. But I highly recommend this. It's better than lugging a plate halfway around the world or a set of dumbbells. So just food for thought. But most people that are into fitness have a dumbbell laying around somewhere, so you should be fine. All right, let's go for number 2. Bring it up. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Elbows in tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. That's 2. Take a little break. 2 more to go. This is a fantastic way to get core strength, upper back strength, and leg strength at the same time. And again, could be anything. Doesn't need to be your maximum weight. Just needs to be weight of some kind. All right, let's go for number 3. Here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Awesome. Take a little break. 1 more. 2, go. Cha-ching. Can you believe you're in the 4th week already? If you've made it 4 weeks in a row and you've stuck with 3 workouts a week for 4 weeks and you've been getting 10,000 steps a day, you must be feeling better by now. So, good job. If you're seeing this as a clip, still good job. All right, 1 more to go. Starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Awesome job. All right, we're going to set that off to the side. And we're now going to switch to suspension trainer push-ups. So I'm going to get out my suspension trainer. Mine's on the pull-up bar right now. I'm going to make these long. One thing that's great about suspension trainer push-ups is that I can adjust my level. I can start high if I'm not very strong, or I can walk my feet all the way back and really work my strength. Or if I'm in a solid door frame and I want to make this a little shorter so my hands are just off the ground, I can do that and do a full push-up on the suspension trainer, like so. So no matter what I choose to do, it's going to be scalable for me at whatever my level is. And that is handy. That's one of the reasons I love the suspension trainer. So we're going to go ahead and start. Find your own level. So I'm going to set my hands first. I'm going to walk my feet back. I'm going to lower myself so my hands are in line with my sternum, the center of my chest, not up here, down here. Elbows tucked back. And we're going to do 12 for 4 sets, 8 to 12 for 4 sets. Starting in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to lower and push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. All right, let's go for number, take a little break. We're going to do 3 more like that. You're doing good. And we're going to be pretty square on time today because we're doing bilateral movements, both limbs at the same time. When we do unilateral movements, we tend to go more toward 40 minutes. We're not going to do that here today, which is good. Now, an important question people have asked me is, well, is 30 minutes enough? Yes. Yeah, actually, do the research. It is totally enough. But can you do more? And will you get different results if you do more? Yeah, you'll get different results. It won't necessarily, doubling your work won't double your results. So if you're doing double the work for double the results, you're going to probably be disappointed. But if you double your work because you enjoy doing it, chances are you're going to get great results long term. But the difference between doubling your results is not doubling your time. There's a point where it's hard to double your results. Where you're going to double your results is in sleep and food. Starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3 in cardio. 4, it's a whole package deal. 5, strength training is just one part of it. 6, 7, for a lot of people, that also means managing their time. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And for many people, managing their time and their food also means managing their finances. And that is why we have a system for all of that, because they're interlinked. They're not separate things. So, if you're in great shape and you're busy as hell and you spend half your night worrying about your money, you're not healthy. So, but you look good, and that's worth something, I guess. So that's just my opinion for whatever that's worth. But this is only one part of a whole system. All right, here we go. Starting number 3. Starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. One more. One more. Then we do our finisher. Whatever our finisher is. And also, again, if we're just looking at health benefits, strength training, super important. Progressive strength training, super important. That doesn't mean you always need to make it heavier. Sometimes progressive means more volume, increasing the number of repetitions or sets. Sometimes progression means making it more challenging, like requiring more balance or doing something on one hand instead of two or one leg instead of two. There's a lot of ways to increase challenge. So weight is just the easiest one to measure that's why the studies show progressive training with weight, because progressive training with weight is the easiest one to scientifically measure. So starting in 3, 2, 1, 1, 2. But resistance training, 3, as long as it's progressive. 4 is hugely beneficial. 5, lifelong. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. All right, we are done with push-ups. Now I'm going to grab my yellow band and I'm going to be doing tricep pull downs with the yellow band. And we're going to do that on the pull-up bar today. For me, you can put it in your high anchor. That works for you, great. I'm going to put it here because, frankly, it's easier to frame. So I'm going to bring this over the top. If you're not using a pull-up bar, you're going to put it over your high door anchor. I'm going to grab on to each side like so, bring my elbows to my ribs and push down. I'm going to have a little bit of weight over this so that way I can really extend into my arms. Okay, we're going to do 12 for 4 sets, starting in 3, 8 to 12, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. Take a break. All right. So finishers are great. After doing push-ups, working on triceps is excellent for developing arms and shoulder strength. You use your triceps a lot in any kind of pressing motion. So that's why we always couple triceps with, even though they're on the back of your body. I know we said anterior, but support movements are about supporting how the movement extends through that plane of motion. So, all right, here we go. Number 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very good. 2 more. 2 more. Water. Always be drinking water. Fun fact, so you drink water, right? But if you don't move, that water doesn't actually hydrate your tissue. So drink water when you're moving. It helps to hydrate your tissue. It's more effective at hydrating you and hydrating your fascia than if you're sitting. That doesn't mean don't drink water when you're sitting, by the way. It just means drink water just all the time. Just drink it. All right. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. One more. Huzzah. Uno más. And then you're done. And you can go get your 10,000 steps today. You're probably already halfway there. Unless you're doing this in the morning, then maybe not. But one great way to get extra steps in is in between sets, pace around. Pacing around has never been bad for anybody in between sets. Active recovery. We don't take that long a break anyway. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Huzzah! Good job. Well done. I will see you at P4 next time. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below.